I want to build an animatronic head, but is it even possible to build? Because this is an animatronic head that switches from a robot to a costume. It's a pretty cool concept, you know, without all the dying. Oh yeah, this shit's built like it's meant to kill you. So if I build this thing, I'm taking the risk of finding out how dangerous this thing really is. So I went to my shed and I grabbed some metal and I built a mouth. Most animatronics heads just move their mouths up and down, so it's not anything too crazy. And it did move like a mouth, but only with my hands though. Hell no. Obviously I'm not gonna stand there and move the mouth up and down, so it's gonna need to be automatic. How though? I tried to ask Siri, hey Siri, and she responded back in Chinese, but she wasn't wrong. Oh, yo, that makes sense. Old school animatronics used pneumatic systems in the 1980s, even to move the mouth. I was gonna have to use pneumatics in this mouth if I was gonna keep it 1-to-1. Not specifically this pneumatic, by the way, it's way too big. I'm gonna be using these smaller pneumatics. I think this is a good size. It's not too crazy, pretty average. So if the pneumatics work by moving in and out like this, it should be pretty easy to just stick these inside the mouth. Oh yeah, we're finishing this tonight. Pause. Zoom in on that. What the fuck? The pneumatic looks weird. The pneumatics are going to be going in the head like this. Only because I can't forget that it needs a way to move the robot parts when you want to use it like a suit. So if you take this hinge and you weld it on the side of the mouth, you can push the pneumatics to the sides of the face, and now you can use it like a head, like a normal costume head. I also messed it up because I didn't actually think about how it was gonna lift the mouth up and down from the center, which is a big problem because that's literally the only thing it has to do. The problem here is that it needs something in the middle so that the pneumatics can move the mouth. So I thought, you know, steel plate, I drill a couple holes in and then stick the ends of the pneumatics in those holes, and there you go, the mouth lifts up and down. So basically I welded on this thing right here, this sheet. And then, hear me out, I didn't think about this, but I now realize how is someone gonna fit in the head with a giant steel plate in the way. The part going between the pneumatic had to be something flexible, something that was strong, and I could easily attach it to the pneumatic. But I don't think I have anything like that, but if I did, I would definitely use it. I'm such a fucking idiot. Hey guys, update. The hinge is fucking broken. It completely came out. It turns out the pneumatic was adding weight on this end, and it broke the hinge. But is that really my fault? The hinge was already shit to begin with. Wherever I got that hinge, they didn't know what they were doing. So everything's kind of falling apart all at once. But good news, I was able to make a better hinge. And I'm crossing my fingers that it works. But this spring could still cause some issues. It's there to snap the pneumatic back into place, but if it's too strong and my welds are too ass, the hinge could fall off again. It pulls back and then goes back into place. It worked, and the tension springs did nothing to that hinge. That hinge was indestructible. Oh, fuck! Also, it finally clicked that I could use springs to attach the mouth and the pneumatic together. Yeah, I know, something I should have realized sooner or whatever. But this might actually be the best idea. They'll attach to the mouth and the pneumatics like this, so the bottom of the mouth can move. And nope, it didn't. It actually didn't work at all. It turns out making the jaw out of steel was a bad idea. Do you see the problem and why it's not working? It's very clear that the metal's heavy, right? But remember how springs were a good idea? Well, they're stretching out like this now. And to be honest, I don't know why. Maybe it's gravity or just a stupid design. I need to replace the lower jaw that's made of steel with aluminum. Nope, didn't work. It did the same shit. I really relied on those springs to move the mouth, and they're not doing it. It's been a fucking week, dude. There's something I was missing. I had to see it from another angle. Oh, yeah, wait. No fucking way that works, right? Flipping it, pushing instead of pulling. There's no chance that works. Yo, it actually kind of works. Oh, it worked! This is so satisfying to watch. It's actually so cool in person. It worked, and I beat gravity. It did do this, but I can fix that. I can probably fix that. At this point though, how dangerous is this head? Can't forget about the point of the video. Finding out how dangerous this thing really is. There's two things that can make this head really dangerous. It's either gonna be the pneumatics or just the mouth in general. The pneumatics though, this pneumatic right here snaps back into place. Really fast, sharp metal going straight into your face is not good. It's not gonna be good at all. So to test that, I bought watermelon. We'll use a watermelon to find out how dangerous this thing is so far. Damn, hold up. Oh, it's deep in there. Damn, that's a pretty clean slice, honestly. There's still some things I need to improve because it was nothing too crazy, okay? I mean, I don't think it's 100% safe. I'm not saying you should go and stick your head in it and let it go off. Probably not, but I did expect the watermelon to explode or something. But this thing is around like 30 to 45% finished. At this point, there wasn't even spring locks inside the head. There was nothing in that head besides just snap backing pneumatic thing. So definitely, I think it can get a little bit of an upgrade. All right, so this part right here is what prevents the jaw from going all the way up. I also bought these stronger springs, and they're replacing these weaker ones, which should make a big difference. But besides all that, the head looks like this now. It looks so good. It looks so fucking good. Also, all these extra metal parts that you see up here, those are just there because it's an outline for later when I eventually have to add the details, you know. The other details part, the one that makes me look like a furry. They're all pretty good new additions and upgrades to the head so far, but are they good enough to break a coconut or pumpkin? I might lose my hand today. Test 1. The shitty part about this is that like I kind of have to like pull it back first because like I didn't add the locking part yet. Why not? Just add the locks. Add the locks before testing this. Never mind. I still tested it and it was shit. If I was thinking rationally, I would realize, you know, if it didn't go through the watermelon, why is a slightly stronger spring gonna break through a fucking coconut? Don't ask me, dude. All I really need to do is add spring locks. It really can't be that hard to add spring locks. I ended up forgetting that spring locks do a lot more than I thought. I guess you shouldn't be reading descriptions like Kai Cenat, which is exactly what I did. This fucking bullshit. All right, they had to move parts to the side, lock the parts to the side, and then use a hand crank to do all of that. And I've thought of these things before. I was too excited to build the head that I didn't think it was important. Was I gonna have to give up? It was starting to look something like that. It was starting to look that way. No. Let me ask you this. Did Markiplier give up? Did Markiplier ever give up when he was in the hospital fighting for his life from fucking IBS? What do you have? No. He sat in that hospital bed and then took another 4 photos after that. I couldn't just let it go. You know what, Markiplier? You're right. It was already December. I may not have a whole month of footage, but I do have another idea. I'll need something to pull the pneumatics, and I know exactly what I'm gonna be using. The steel cable was right there, was looking at me. It was eyeing me down. But how? What would pull that steel cable? It could be like a yo-yo, like a wind-up system that grabs all that steel cable. Oh, you're fucking dumb. It's right there in front of your face, dude. This design right here was the answer to all my problems. Take a look at what happens when you pull this thing back. That rod goes inside, right? Now let's imagine there's a steel cable at the end of this. What happens to the steel cable? It gets pulled. Oh my god, I fucking figured it out. If I make a huge spring lock and weld it to the head right here, the cable can attach to the pneumatic and get pulled up right here. This is it, bro. I got a spoon to test it. Uh-oh. Damn, dude, that was good. That was probably the best test. That was probably the best result I could have ever gotten. Dude, I mean, I'm out of words. I'm just happy this worked. It took so many hours to think of an idea to get this right. I even wrote this stuff on sticky notes, trying to figure out how to get this shit to work, and it finally worked just like that. The only thing is that it's just really, it's pretty fucking ugly. I mean, if you look at it from like far away, it looks pretty good. It's just that when you get closer, you see my welds, and then it makes you want to vomit in your mouth. Are details that important though? Do we really need to add details? Guys, did you know hot glue doesn't stick to metal? You just gotta use duct tape sometimes, man. I haven't done this before, so seeing a result like this was, I mean, pretty good. I had like a lot of photos of this thing. I'll admit, it did look better. I mean, it was close. It was close enough, and I'm not gonna build a furry costume. Now, after 3 months, how dangerous is this head? Glizzy test. I'm not saying glizzy, never mind. Wiener test. Is it cut? 100%. I already feel it, yeah. Is that, of course, right? Yeah. No way, it did, yeah. Ready? Yeah, look at that. Show that slice. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's true. What the fuck is that? Let's do it. Delicious carrot. Whoa! Wait, actually? Wait, I didn't actually think that. Dude, that's pretty sharp. Thicker end of the carrot.
Oh, dude, that almost cut through in the first try, yeah.
Dude, what the hell? It easily went through carrots, which I thought were close to fingers before, but I just found out that's a myth. I think the jaw's 10 times more dangerous now. I did not think the carrot was gonna go through. Because it's a fucking big ass root. I don't know.
I'm surprised, yeah.
Huh. Oh. Oh, yeah, I didn't know it could do that. It's a hella sharp. This is my first time ever testing that with a wiener in my mouth. It's pretty dangerous. I mean, I wouldn't say a hot dog or carrot is an exact replica of your finger, but if it was, I wouldn't try it. All I'm trying to say is I wouldn't try it.
Not to mention the rest of the spring lines.
Yeah. But we don't know that yet because we haven't tested it. All right, so now it's time to test the second most dangerous part in the head, which is the pneumatics. The pneumatics, you know, they're pretty dangerous, I think. We're not using watermelons, we're not using coconuts, we're not using anything that fucking has to do with fruit or vegetable. We're gonna be using an actual head. Oh, I'm so fucking scared. And you could actually stick your whole head in here. Oh my God, that's so bad. That's so bad. Dude, look at the head in there. The head fits so well in there and the spring locks are like right there. This is gonna be so bad. The final test, how dangerous is an animatronic head? Oh, that was only one spring lock. What the fuck? Oh my fucking God, it's in his mouth, dude. So bad, that's only one spring lock. The head is like instantly stuck in there. That's so fucked up to look at, dude. Oh my God, it went straight into his fucking face. Like, I'm realizing this is just bad. Like, I shouldn't be making these things. I don't know if I want to do this again. Fuck it, you know, let's do it one more time. Let's do it one more time. One more time. We're getting a behind shot this time. The head's right there. That didn't do anything. Oh, this side I've realized is the most dangerous side of the whole head. It keeps going through the neck. Oh shit, took a chunk out and it stabbed right through the neck. I did stick this water bottle in here just in case. Let's be honest, there would be blood. There would be blood. Now let's talk about some negatives here. The head's fucking big. I mean, I could barely fit this on my head. And when it was on my head, I looked stupid. Definitely, as a rough draft, I mean, I think it's pretty accurate. I got really close to what the description says. You crank it up, it locks itself with the crank, locked itself and then it pulls itself all the way to the sides of the head. I think it was close. I would give myself at least like a 6 or 5 out of 10. And I'm glad you were here to witness me and my failures. And if you like this video, I hope you subscribe. I know 2025 was a pretty shitty year. I didn't upload a lot. And so yeah, here's to 2026. I know FNAF's kind of a hot topic right now because of certain situations, but thanks for all your support. Yeah, see you guys later, I guess.